And it is now 3:30 on the East Coast. And just to update everyone who is just joining us, President Biden has made the decision to drop out of the 2024 presidential contest. This happened at about 1:45 Eastern time, so almost 2 hours ago, of informing his campaign team just a minute before he put this statement out, where he said, "It has been the greatest honor of my life to serve as your president. And while it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and to focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term." President Biden has also endorsed his vice president, Kamala Harris, to be the Democratic nominee. And we have also heard from the Clintons in a joint statement saying they endorse the vice president to become the nominee because, in their words, America's future depends on it. They say they have been through many ups and downs, but the Clintons saying nothing has made us more worried for our country than the threat posed by a second Trump term.
They crazy, yo. Yo, I'm worrying about them. Them the one that trying to kill Trump. Welcome back to Monarch Smart TV, everyone. And if this your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for your boy and turn them notification bell and put them on all so you do not miss a content, because you know we bring the stuff to you that nobody else want to show you. So if you're ready, strap on your seatbelt and get your popcorn, get your chips, get your drinks, and get your spliff. Get whatever you need to get comfy, relax, and check out these bangers. You feel me? So I want to begin with this. Biden finally stepped down. First of all, he was too old. He cannot walk. He cannot talk. Ain't nothing he could do. There is no way he could have run the country for another 4 years. You feel me? Everybody want him to step down on both sides. It's only good for the country anyway. Besides, he was not going to win. No matter who they get to run, they not going to win. They just trying to kill Trump. You think people going to vote for them now? Yo, anyway, let me hear what these other people got to say.
Get right to Peter Ducey as we approach the top of a new hour. As the news is breaking, Peter, you're right there at the White House. What do you know so far, and what have you heard?
Well, we know that President Biden remains at his beach house in Rehoboth, Delaware, and this is a big surprise if you listen to the things that President Biden and his top aides have been telling us for the last several weeks. It was Friday morning that the campaign put Jen O'Malley-Dillon, the campaign manager, out on MSNBC for a 20-minute long interview set to reassure Democrats that President Biden was in it to win it. She had all kinds of information about how they do not think that voters were bailing on Biden and going to Trump. So really, they didn't think that it was going to be that bad, that the last couple weeks were hard for them, but that the race was still winnable. Every single time that a White House official was asked about these reports that President Biden might be leaving the race, they insisted that it was not true. And they were on social media clapping back at some of the reporters who were not reaching out to them for comment. And the comment every single time was a denial. They were saying he is in the race. He is staying in the race. He wrote that letter to Democrats on Capitol Hill where he explained his justification for staying in the race. That is what they kept referring to. There's been so much talk over the last few weeks about what decision will President Biden make? Well, he already made up his mind. He told us. And now there is some reporting that at some point this afternoon, it all changed. And he phoned his senior aides to let them know that his mind was changed. And they put out this paper statement. This is something that typically you would expect to either see President Biden do in person or at the very least record a video to post on social media, to post on YouTube, to explain what exactly was going on. We know that he has not been feeling good the last couple days, sick with COVID, so it's possible he just can't do that right now. But he remains in Delaware, and we don't know exactly when we will see him next. Sandra.
Yeah, he said probably later this week he is going to make some sort of a public statement. I thought that he would have waited until he got over COVID and then announced this in a public statement as opposed to putting out something on paper first, but maybe he wanted to get the process going more quickly. So, of course, one of the things that is coming up now, Peter, is if Joe Biden can't stand for re-election, can he continue to be the president, or does he need to hand the reins off to Kamala Harris? You know, there's a couple of ways that a president can hand the reins over to the vice president. One is through the 25th Amendment. I mean, of course, another is the demise of the president. But then, if the president were to resign the office, then the reins fall to the vice president. But can he stay on as president if people are saying you're not fit to run for re-election?
Facts.
He insists that he can, and this is a president who cares a lot about his legacy. And so it seems extremely unlikely that this leader who spends a ton of time, I remember in the late stages of the pandemic, one of the first meetings that he had with a group of people at the White House was with historians. And we know that he has sat at roundtables with historians throughout his tenure. He loves to hold up a list where some group of historians ranked him towards the top of the pack of the best presidents ever. He cares a lot about what scholars think about the things that he has done and the things that he is doing. And so
Joe Biden's supposed to been retire. He's supposed to been take it home to one of those retirement homes. You know what I'm saying? So people could take care of him, because you already know, ever since this debate, it was over for him anyway. He couldn't even finish a sentence. The man cannot speak. The man cannot remember nothing. We definitely can't have people like those running the country be the most powerfulest man in the world. No. It's crazy. I don't know what took so long anyway for him to call it quits. It's only a couple more months. What, like 4 months for the election? I guess they already know what time it was. They were just fooling with the people. He was just hanging on for their time so the party could think, and the people them that's going to vote for them, that he's going to be the man and everything is going to be good. Until the end part, he probably just called it quits. But anyway, is when they seen that none of the polls ain't going good for them. Especially in those states that it's going to matter the most. They losing in every one of those states. You feel me? And plus, after what, I don't know who trying to kill Donald Trump, but you know, a lot of people gonna say them was responsible. Them the one that calls off all the Secret Service that usually protect Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Gave them the day off for that particularly day, and then they had their own little convention in the same state and was using all the backup reserve. Yo, it's crazy. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. He know why he stepped down. You feel me? Their hands is dirty back there. So you already. I just want to share everything, you know what I'm saying, with my people so that they could know what's going down. Right now, Joe Biden is stepping down. He will not continue on this presidential run. Nobody won't be voting for him because he's withdrawal. I guess he turns it over now to Kamala. So she's the one. I don't know who she gonna pick as her running mate. We shall see. But for now, peace and love. And we up out of here.